It was the first time that I've ever felt this. In 2014, I was asleep on the couch and I couldn't sleep in my bedroom anymore. I did so many mistakes in magic, opened so many gates that I shouldn't open. I couldn't actually sleep anymore in my bedroom. So I slept downstairs in the couch, hoping that it will improve my sleeping. But instead, I got some kind of a fear to go asleep of what happened that night. I have, Tiamat by my side. She's very light. She's a mother of dragons, looking after us. It's very beautiful. But I also have much more Leviathan. And Leviathan is much more of a teacher, the ways of the art of darkness, but also a teacher of, of in religions, they always refer as hell as a punishment. As if you don't follow us, you will go to hell. That is easy, of course. But in reality, everyone who dies in a way that they are afraid that they will not find their guardians, then there is a high chance that they will be lost and not seeing their own light. And their guardians by their side might not be there actually to guide them to that light. Our dragons will guide us to our light. But we might lose our dragons if we die in a horrible way. That is why I do not eat animals anymore, because everyone that died there is ending up in that place, in the void. The first time that I felt this as a human being, I remembered that. It was the most hollow, the most dark, but also empty. That is how I could describe it, the feeling. And I was only seemingly for 2 minutes asleep, but it felt like a lifetime that I was inside of that darkness. And I immediately understood that this was a place that I've been before. The void is reflecting all of the darkness, but it's also something that is so hollow and empty. And actually the ruler of them all is Leviathan. Not because he's some kind of a demon, but he protects all of the light and he's one with the darkness. And that is eventually what he tried to teach me. In 2014, on that couch, I saw the void. I felt the void. And that was the most... Yeah, I was afraid of death at that moment. Before it, I was not afraid of it. But as I just remembered it. But then Leviathan said, you should not be afraid of that. It's natural. You don't need to be afraid of something natural. But you can change into... That is what Leviathan is. He changed me completely. And how I see how humanity treats life as it's like it's nothing. It's the most beautiful thing ever. But they treat life like it's nothing. Make war, kill animals, and it's fun. No. We should all enjoy this life and all get this entire path is the way that how they teach us to live. And that is eventually what the void is. Hell is been created by religions, and it's always by fire and brimstone and torture and things like that, because you didn't follow us. That is ridiculous. That is so stupid, and that is more than all a lack of imagination, because in reality, the void is not a punishment, but the darkness that you have to be one with. That is why I say the path of the dragon is not a path of light. It's also neither a path of darkness. It's a path of grayness. Dark and light all combined. We do not choose, we take whatever fits us the most. Because I have to admit, there is a lot of darkness within me, especially when it comes to humans. Because humans don't treat this world with respect. And the reason why I have this hatred is because I could feel the void. I could feel the void, and I could feel how easily it's actually done to get lost. That people are pushed into wrong directions, and not only people, but animals as well, making me... And that is why I say to you, a witch normally a witch should be a vegan because of that void, because of the appreciation that we should have for life, that that we have such a a connection with that void, because I felt that. You know what I felt, my brothers and sisters? I felt death. I felt emptiness, but also death. I felt that I was going to die at that moment, even though it's a death of a lifetime, over and over again, feeling that. And then I could very much remember that I died as a dragon. That moment was how Leviathan taught me not only of the soul of the dragon that is living within, but teaching me the darkness and how to use it. And not let that darkness control you, because that is what it did. In the beginning, it controlled me. And I was so afraid. Fear took over me. Yeah, I was consumed by the darkness. And that is where Leviathan stood in to and now I could see my light so much better. And that is what Leviathan actually wanted. Not only to be one with darkness, to see your true light. Because I could see a dragon dying. And after a while, I could see that that dragon was me. And I could feel, and I remember that I was stuck into the void later on. That I was stuck there. That I couldn't go anywhere. The most hollow feeling that you can ever imagine. And there is no way out. Even if you are the most innocent of them all, the void is all surrounding us. You can call this how I call this, dragon hell. You know what dragon hell is, my brothers and sisters? Dragons can go there, but they manage to get out, because dragons are travelers. But if you don't know how to do so, you might be stuck. And time works completely different. Like I said, I've slept for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. It was a lifetime that I was gone. Same thing when I visited the dragon realms. It's a different time, how time works on the other sides. It is not time, it's something completely different. How it works and how it is. I cannot explain this. It's getting over me. It's way beyond me, whatever this all is. But I can explain to you what the void is. And the void is not at all like hell and like fire. Fire. Without fire, we die. We are children of fire. We are children of nature. So why be afraid of something that made us? That is so ridiculous. But inside of that void, all of the darkness reflects into you. And it's up to you not to be afraid of that. Inside of the great darkness, inside of the great void, it's for everyone different. But the emptiness, the hollowness, is something that we can all share once we are inside of that void. And every religious person, or maybe every spiritual person, they always say the same. I am not afraid to die. I am with my spirits. And in fact, I should not be afraid of, because I know my dragons. And I would love to go to the dragon realm, to go there for eternity. I don't mind to be here. But that void made me so afraid of dying once again, that I am here in this world and I should enjoy it. I should love it. But people make it difficult to love this world. Humans, they make it very much difficult. And I'm filled with that hate. And Leviathan is the one that teaches us how to control that. Control the hatred, because dragons do not hate. That is how they can manipulate and bend everything to their will. Dragons do not hate. They can be angry, but they don't hate. I do hate. I hate a lot of humanity, of what they are doing and the wrong things and the destruction that they are doing. And that is what led me into that void. And it was even more once I felt that void. I felt even more hatred once I felt it in how humans are. So I cannot say to you, for example, if you do not follow the dragon, you go to the void. No, but there is a thing, of course, that I want to say to you. Your guardian is there to avoid that void. Your guardian is there to let you show the light and to guide you the way to through that void so that you can see your light. So connect with your dragon very well so that you, not that you should believe, of course not, you are free to do whatever you want, but your guardian knows the way to the light. I remember that all of the dragons, because they are in that light. They are here in spirit to guide you the way so that you will not end up in that void. But Leviathan showed me that. Leviathan showed me this void simply because I needed to learn. And I also needed to learn of who I really am. I am someone who loves life, someone who wants everyone to stop eat meat or something like this. I want, because they have to die for that, and I don't want that. All of them, going inside of the void for all eternity for a hamburger. No, that is not what a witch, and especially not a dragon witch, should do. People all the time, dragons eat meat to survive. To survive, everything is granted, but not for a freaking hamburger. The void. I am actually glad that I felt that. I felt this kind of dragon hell. And the things that I've seen in there, I will not repeat because it was way too worse. I don't want to open up wounds that I've seen then, but I can say to you, it changed me into who I really am. And maybe one day Leviathan will show it to you as well. In fact, that is something that I will hope. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.